Hi, welcome to Pick a Card Monday. It's lovely to see you guys. And this question for today is, how do they feel about me? So I just want you to close your eyes for a moment and tune in. And you may have already picked, because you guys know that my second camera doesn't work. But anyway, you may have already picked either card pile number 1, 2, or 3. I'm just going to go over the crystals. So just let me know which one you were drawn to. The first crystal that we have is carnelian for card number 1. So just taking note if you feel drawn to that energy. Card number 2 is this little amethyst. And if you are feeling drawn to that, you've picked card number 2 and citrine. So if you're drawn to card pile number 3, this is citrine, this golden sort of yellow colored stone. So let us begin by tuning into number 1. Oh, if you do want to book a private reading, we have 20% off till the 30th of December, just using the discount code HOLIDAYS as your code word in all caps, so holidays with an S on the end, and you can get 20% off. I also have 50% off my How to See Auras course available until the 30th as well. So let us start by having a look and how do they feel about you. So the first thing with this one is this is a lot of sexual energy. It's a lot of magnetism. It's a lot of kind of like almost how would I say? It's like feeling like a lot of sexual charge. The word satiated is also coming through, or not feeling satiated. So it's like a craving type energy is what I'm picking up for card pile number 1. So with this, it can also represent womb space, or nourishing that womb space energy, holding that energy. So it could also be there's a lot of like primal kind of magnetism with this, or even a bit of fertility type energy. So just being careful. We have the energy of fear also coming up too. So what we can see with this combination together, and it's a beautiful card, even though it represents fear, we know that fear can represent false evidence appearing real. We know the opposite of fear is love. So for some people, if they are feeling this kind of magnetism or this push-pull type energy or this feeling of like craving someone, quite often it can put the person into a catalyst of fear, or it can push them into like a repelling energy. So I would say at the moment, this is just being careful about like how much you're putting your energy out there, what your thoughts and different things are around your person as well. Because sometimes we see in more kind of like twin flame type situation, there's like the chaser and the attractor, if you like those sort of terminologies. So I do see a little bit of this at the moment. This can also sometimes represent where one person is sort of chasing and the other person is ghosting. So I would say in this kind of situation, protect your heart, protect your energy, because sometimes when we see a lot of sexual energy come up, but if there is a little bit of fear, it might just be more of a relationship of a sexual type of nature. So the person might be feeling more that that's sort of like what it is that they're wanting. So yeah, just make sure if you are wanting something a little bit more committed, or a bit more where you've got more than just, I guess, this sexual energy, like where there's emotional commitment as well as monogamy and things like that, just make sure that you're having conversations around this. And I would say push past any fear that you might have about asking these questions, because if you're not getting the answer that you deserve, you know, I wouldn't let fear hold you back from asking the deeper questions, because if we are worried about the outcome or the answer, it's better to find out sooner rather than it is later. So let us get some advice around this. And we have Ace of Wands. So you really need to follow your intuition, but this is also a lot of sexual chemistry. We've got a Two of Wands. So there is some reason that the two of you have been attracted together. We also have the Emperor. So this person might have a lot of power, a lot of kind of like magnetism. They might also feel like, how would I say? You might feel like this person has kind of like a grandness or a presence to them. I would also say this would be around working on your self-worth, not putting people up on a pedestal. and we have a Knight of Cups. So have a look at the investment that they're also placing into the connection or relationship. And if this is something that you haven't actually acted on or it hasn't come together in the physical, because I feel that for some of you guys, it's in the physical. For others, I feel it's more at an attraction type stage. So yeah, we have Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, the Emperor, and the Knight of Cups. So some people might be more coming towards you as a Knight of Cups, not necessarily an Emperor energy just yet. Let us see what else we have from the Star Tarot to clarify. Queen of Swords. This is definitely about speaking up. So you might not have to reveal all of your feelings or all of how you feel, but you can check in with your person. We do have the Magician. This can also, when we look at it in love readings, represent someone who's quite magnetic, who's quite attractive. They've got a way with words. They also sometimes can have some addiction issues as well. So I just want to protect you guys. Make sure that this is not a situation where it might be getting used or even just say sexual energy, but like hanging on to the promise that there could be more, because we have the Devil card come up with the Magician. So these two sometimes can portray outwardly one way of being, but underneath they're more sort of self-serving, or what we could say is more kind of like narcissistic sometimes as well, or gaslighting. We've got Princess of Cups. This is about protecting your own heart first. So with the Princess of Cups as well, this is about feeding and nurturing yourself from a spiritual level, regulating your own nervous system, not looking outside of yourself for validation. So what this might look like is, if we look to it for early childhood wounds and things like that, this could be about you seeking confirmation outside yourself. There might be people-pleasing tendencies or feeling that you need to have people validate you. That's sort of what we're seeing in the cards and what may have attracted this kind of a situation. Take what resonates, just leave what doesn't. And I'm just getting guided to pick one more card. We have the Eight of Wands. Be in control of your energy. Don't let your energy leak out everywhere. Put your energy, pour it into yourself first. This is my quantum jump card. It's it's Sagittarius and Mercury. This is often when we're like a compass out of control, and it's just guiding or telling us to come into High Priestess energy. So I want you guys to realize that you have value and worth. The High Priestess is perhaps even more above the Emperor. Not that we're sort of comparing, but in terms of cards, it gives us a level of energy and investment and shows us also where we need to place our own value and our own worth. So let me know if this love reading resonated. I'm going to pop this aside and we're going to read for number 2. So if you are wanting to go in depth or ask me about questions like we've just talked about, or explore your situation, more than happy to read about it. I would advise an oracle reading with me would be the best way to do that. So please take advantage of the 20% off using the holidays discount code. And for card pile number 2, we have Amethyst. So in this energy, when I was feeling drawn to put crystals on cards, I really felt that this was a spiritual kind of connection in how they're feeling about you. They might even put you in a bit of a pedestal, or sort of like view you as a god or a goddess type person, or someone who maybe has the answers or helps them connect to the spiritual realm or spiritual world. So let us flip over. We have Inner Child come up with this, and this is a little bit of a star child as well. So with the Inner Child side of things, let us get some clarifiers. And I do feel this is about you also being a bit of a visionary. We see here the star energy is also over the eyes and over the heart, and this beautiful kind of Mary Magdalene rose over the heart too. So there is a lot that stands out to you. You also, they view you as a person, not just someone that all of a sudden has this energy, even though with the level of awakening that we've entered into in the age of Aquarius, certain people that might not have seen you for who you were from this early age might be seeing you that way now. So anyway, this is what I would also say is someone who has more of a deep soul connection or a deep knowing. They're someone who's perhaps been a bit of aware and awake since being a child. So they hold a different kind of magnetism to just your everyday type person. The cards we have connected to do with how do they feel about you. We've got a 10 of coins and the Fool. So this does look like to be an investment into a path or a connection. So it does feel like they're maybe perhaps like moving towards you, or placing some bets, or wanting to perhaps have a relationship energy. We also have the Justice card. This has maybe been perhaps about divine timing. So what I also see with this situation, and this might just be for a few of you specifically, what I'm seeing is perhaps someone that's been around you, maybe for some of you, even since childhood, or maybe since, the last couple of years, that have sort of been there, that might not have seen you until just recently. So they may have been in a relationship or another situation, or they've come into a different level of awareness and awakening, and they're perhaps maybe entering onto the spiritual path. We also have a King of Wands. So this is also where perhaps they see that you're able to help them to rise to another level as well. So just being careful in this kind of situation, that there is a balance, that it's not just you activating and giving everything or helping them to level up. There needs to be a fair and equal exchange. And this is also about, oh, this is interesting. This is about you guys actually healing your patterns in love and relationships, because there is a new opportunity for growth and for something different. So we have the Death card. This is about really doing away with your old cycles and patterns. So it might be that the old version of you is quite happy to help, to please, and to be there. And maybe perhaps that's how you establish your worth and value when you're helping. What we're seeing is making sure that it's on an equal level. There's a pattern that you're completing. Four of Wands is a spiritual alignment marriage card, and I just saw 1111 on my clock here in Australia. So with this is also known as a card of completion. It's Venus and Aries energy. So it can represent a new cycle or a beginning, but you need to make sure that you finish your stuff. So otherwise that could bring up that kind of trauma, or your old patterns where you're totally like putting everything into the other person, but you're not really getting things out of it. So Ace of Coins, what is it that you're getting out of this situation? What is it that you're getting out of this connection? And I will just get some little clarifiers for you guys. Let me know if number 2 resonates for you. Let me see. Okay, so the clarifiers we have for group number 2, 4 of Swords. They want you to really meditate on this and see exactly what the other person has to bring or offer to you, making sure that it's not the same as the past. We've got Ace of Wands. There really is energy of growth. And Knight of Cups, this person does come to you with wanting to bring love and connection. With the Hierophant, they do witness and see you as a Hierophant though, and there's also a level of what you can bring them. So just again, making sure that it's even, that it's balanced. Beautiful cards, these, the Star Tarot with the 4 of Swords, meditation, healing, the ability for you to be able to help them connect and to download higher frequencies. There's a little bit of what I would say is a Kundalini energy and sexual healing that also comes with this too, with this connection. So Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, Knight of Pentacles too. So they might be actually telling you or making gestures or asking you out. This might come as a little bit of a surprise and not realizing that someone thought of you in this way as well. So let me know if this resonates for you guys. And again, if you want to go further, definitely recommend an oracle session where we can explore your own personal situation, because this is just a general reading. And yeah, that would be so much fun to look into that for you guys. Use the discount code HOLIDAYS to save 20% off. And for my patient card number 3 group with citrine, this is interesting. When I put down this crystal, there was almost an energy of wanting to put down blue or putting down healing energy. And then there was a loud resounding put down the citrine. So I did feel perhaps that, how do they feel about you? For some of you guys, this is also about abundance and finance. So it might be that they're looking to you to support them, whether this is financially or in something that you can give them. I do feel like there's a very much like wanting to draw something from you in something that you can meet their needs. So I did feel that energy. Let's flip this over, and we have Trilogy of Light. Beautiful golden energy, and we see here this this gold come in. I'm actually just going to go to the book to do with this one, because Spirit is giving me more of a code or push, I should say, to go to the book for this one, just to make sure that we're getting everything out of it. Let me just see. Let's see if I can find it in here. So with this one, this just symbolizes that creation energy. It's abstract energy, spiraling in formation down into deep consciousness. It's just saying, if you've chosen this, to be aware that the wheel is set in motion, an abstract idea that you've had floating around, your subconscious has dropped into your conscious mind. So I would also say, based on what we're talking about with this beautiful citrine, if you're sort of feeling perhaps that you've had thoughts perhaps that someone is maybe wanting to use you, whether it's for your value or worth or something that you can do for them, reflect on that a little bit deeper. This thought hasn't just dropped in for no reason. So definitely pay attention to new ideas that come to mind over the next few days, is what it's also saying. So let us get some cards for you guys. Just making sure that you're not fully supporting someone financially is also what I'm feeling for a few of you in the group. I'm also being made aware to make sure that you're not being gaslighted into thinking that you're just helping out short term, or perhaps that they've helped you out and you know for a fact that they haven't. Just being very, very careful of these kinds of gaslighting type situations. Know your value, know your worth, know exactly what you bring to the table. And we've got 5 cards coming out. Let's have a look at these. So Temperance, Page of Wands, Page of Coins, Knight of Cups, and 2 of Wands. So what I'm sort of seeing with this is perhaps them not bringing as much in as what they're saying. So we do have Temperance energy. You have 100% free will, whether you decide to play this out or to give to this person. It's not that you have to. Do not be made to feel guilty in any way, shape, or form. Page of Wands with the Page of Coins. Are they really bringing that much? I do see that you're investing a lot more and you're actually thinking more about future and things. So just make sure before you sort of step closer to future. And with 2 of Wands, it's also a Aries energy, and it's I think it's Mars. Anyway, it's called the card of Dominion. So this can actually pull you off track. So make sure that you're not getting sidetracked, that you're not getting pulled into someone else's mission. 2 of Wands is about assessing and looking into the future. It's almost like, the Rider-Waite deck. He has the 2 Wands. He's surveying the land and perhaps looking at where or if he should even build a house. So I want you guys to have a deep, deep think of, are you on the same level? Do you both have things that you're bringing? I just saw 17, my little clock. So we have Prince of Wands, the 3 of Cups, 9 of Swords. Talk to your friends. Have an open, honest chat about perhaps this person or situation. Get their insights. And I'm talking about your friends that love you unconditionally, and perhaps friends that have seen you in past situations that want you to have peace. They want you to have love. They want you to see beyond just what the 3D is showing you. And this is sometimes where we perhaps listen to what people are saying, but we're not looking at their actions. So definitely have a look. Are they backing up what they're saying with their actions? Are they doing equal exchange with you on physical, mental, emotional? So yeah, Prince of Wands, sometimes this means there's deeper subconscious traumas and things below the surface. 3 of Cups, this is coming together like with your sisterhood or your soul tribe. It is a card of abundance as well. So again, we're getting finance come up. 9 of Swords, you've been hurt a lot in the past. And with this 9 of Swords, we don't want another dark night of the soul. We see the butterfly getting trapped in the spider web. So just make sure you're not going to get stuck in any future web that is being laid out. 2 of Swords, peace. We need to see beyond the physical. And with this, as above, so below, in this version, in my favorite version, it's the Blue Lotus. It's asking us to see beyond the blindfold or beyond what the person is sort of showing us. We need to see into their character, into their spirit. So if this is something that is resonating for you, don't be afraid to reach out and book an oracle reading using discount code HOLIDAYS to save 20%, or to even perhaps learn to see for yourself with my How to See Auras course. It's 50% off at the moment using the HOLIDAYS discount code. So I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you shortly for another reading. Bye.